Have you ever experienced a complete mental breakdown when it seems like everything is working against you and even the slightest setback can make you feel hopeless? At times like these, it's easy to want to give up and just scream, thinking it can't get any worse. What a relief it can be to have a supportive person in your corner to say, "Take it easy, my friend. All is not lost. I am here to help." People like this are invaluable. Today's story is about such a situation. Christine Sherman, a mother of two kids from the American city of Essexville, was preparing to celebrate the new year. If you know people who have small children, then you can imagine how complicated it can get to clean and decorate an apartment, then cook a festive meal. As Christine set the table, she was relieved to be ready for her guests to arrive. She planned to give the kids baths, dress them in their pajamas, give each a warm glass of milk to drink while reading a bedtime story, and then put them to bed early. They were already yawning and the bath water was ready, so she undressed the children and went to prepare their bedtime milk. However, when she got to the kitchen, she discovered that the milk had run out. How could she have missed something so important? She was apparently so busy preparing for the New Year's party that she forgot to stock the milk. She frantically wondered what to do. The children were ready to take their baths, but she knew they wouldn't fall asleep without drinking their warm milk. All she could do was dress them again, put them in the car, and take them with her to the supermarket to buy more milk. This break in routine caused the children to cry. Then, when she was already far from home, Christine realized that she left her purse at home and had to turn around. Since it was a holiday, there was a ton of traffic, and Christine had to wait at several traffic lights. The kids were screaming in the back seat, and car horns were blaring, causing Christine to develop a headache. When they finally got to the supermarket, the only parking spot Christine could find was the furthest away from the store entrance. She left the kids in the car and rushed inside for 2 bottles of milk. Running back to her car, she tripped and both bottles of milk fell to the ground, shattering. Christine could only helplessly watch the puddles of milk spread across the parking lot. Christine stood there for a while, not knowing what to do next, as tears came to her eyes. She was in utter despair. Why today, of all days, did she forget the milk? Then she felt a hand on her shoulder. She jumped in surprise, but as she turned around, she saw an elderly woman looking at her kindly. The woman said, "My dear, I have been watching you from the window of my car for a long time. It appears that you forgot to buy milk for your kids and had to rush to the supermarket. I remember when I was a young mother and such things happened to me. When I saw the milk bottles fall, my heart sank. I sincerely empathize with you and your children. Let me go into the store and get more milk for you while you calm your children down." As the elderly woman held her hand like a mother would, Christine felt a calm come over her, as if she were a guardian angel. She silently nodded in agreement, wiped her face, and got into the car to calm down her crying children. She didn't have to wait long for the elderly woman to return with the milk. Christine tried to give her money for the purchase, but the old woman refused to take it, considering it a New Year's gift. Christine looked at her and was grateful to realize that there were still kind, compassionate people in the world. The children fell asleep in the car on the way home, and Christine carried them to their beds. She quietly undressed them and covered them with a blanket. They didn't even need baths, let alone milk, that evening. After putting them to bed, Christine poured herself a glass of milk and thought to herself it was not for nothing that we had to go out so late tonight. She kept thinking about the woman and considered how she herself would act in such a situation. It was the best glass of milk she had ever tasted.